大家好，我是燕姐。今天我们华夏移民呢非常有幸的邀请到了葡萄牙 IES 律所的 David Peters 律师，欢迎您的到来。
Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad to be here.
那同时呢，我们也邀请到了我们长期合作的葡萄牙 Mercon 开发商的中国区的负责人高敏女士。好，欢迎两位的到来。那华夏呢，跟 IES 律所呢，在葡萄牙的黄金居留签证的项目上有非常长期的合作。IES 律所在葡萄牙的这个黄金居留签证的这个项目上的经验和它的行业地位呢，符合华夏移民汇聚全球顶级资源，为全球华人移居呢这个理念。所以今天呢，再次感谢两位的到来。那我们知道今年的葡萄牙的移民政策呢是可谓一波三折。首先呢，在2023年的2月16号，葡萄牙宣布呢，要终止葡萄牙的黄金居留签证的法案。我们知道这个法案已经实行了11年。那之后呢，在议会的多次讨论以后呢，在近期呢，将这个提案呢递交给总统签字，但是呢，签字遭到了总统的否决，发回议会重新修改。那这个事情呢又悬而未决，所以呢，我们就一些葡萄牙的法案以及它现在的现状呢，跟这个 David 呢进行一次访谈。我们现在呢就以问答的方式，跟David做一次交流啊。我们的第一个问题呢是葡萄牙购房移民是会保留还是会终结？
Well, after a lot of discussion since the first announcements were made in February, a lot come and go, a lot of discussion of ideas from the government, from the relevant stakeholders and everyone. At first, they wanted to finish the program completely, no more golden visa, any categories of golden visa anymore. But the final draft of the law that is about to come out says that they will only finish golden visa applications related to real estate investment. So all the other categories, such creation of jobs, culture, funds, and others, they will be still available, and they are still available. Just the real estate categories will be no longer after this law is approved.
OK， 好。葡萄牙的新闻有提到呢，说议会提交给总统签字的这个提案当中呢，是确认了50万欧元的投资基金的方式呢将会被保留，但是呢，这个基金呢将不被允许直接投资到地产的领域当中，这个是真的吗？
Of course, because the purpose for them is to fight the increasing of prices of housing and properties in Portugal. So, of course, the funds are also not available for real estate, or else the whole thing will be pointless. Just for business and the market and other kinds of investments, not real estate funds.
那所以法案还是进行了一些非常大的一些改革哈。好，那么投资人非常关心说，葡萄牙项目有它非常独特的一个优势。那现在这么短的一个窗口期，还能赶得上递交吗？那如果我们没赶上递交的话，那但是我们已经完成了投资，但是没有赶上递交，你们将如何来处理他们的一些后续的事情呢？
Okay, so our current estimate, we are now beginning September, is that the clients have until the end of the month of September, beginning of October, until to make the applications until the new law comes into effect. The Parliament now is on vacation, so the time they will take to arrange their schedule, to do the final voting, to send the new draft of the bill for the President and all, that's our estimate, about 1 month and a week or something. So yes, clients have plenty of time to, if they proceed right away, as fast as possible. If they sign the documents and send the documents to Portugal right away, we can complete the application and the public deed in around 1 week or 10 days. It's better if the clients start immediately working on the needed documents, the civil documents such as criminal record, marriage certificate if they're married, birth certificates, and these documents, so we can have all prepared for them to move forward. So if they are not able to submit, in this case, if they are investing in merchant projects, on the same day of the public deed, we can do the submission. So let's say we do the public deed today, and the law is published today, will take into effect tomorrow. This means that today we can do the submission. Even if we don't have all the needed documents, as an exception, as an urgency matter, we can do the submission, and later on we can have the needed documents. But this is an exception. If not, if for some reason we are not able to do the clients did the transfer, but we didn't do the public deed yet. Let's say, for example, we did the client, we received the funds today in Portugal, and the public deed is scheduled for tomorrow, but the law is published today. So in that case, Mercan has established a commitment with investors to send the money back in 30 days. Okay, so that's it.
OK，那刚才这个戴维也多次提到美康啊，那我们知道美康旗下有2种不同类型的项目啊，并且在这2个项目上已经做到行业的第1名。那美康是聚焦于在酒店的产权投资上的。那据我所知啊，我不知道是不是正确，就是美康已经递交了2500个家庭啊，超过2500个家庭。通过这个购买美康的酒店地产来完成了这个黄金居留签证的这个递交，我不知道这个数据正不正确？
对，从开发商来讲，我们现在就是在我们所有的这些项目旗下的这个申请客人已经接近5000个家庭啊
，5000个家庭，
对，5000个家庭，5000个 application，5000个申请那这个接近5000，昨天的数字已经到了4870、880左右，应该就是
非常了不起，
就是非常接近了。
对，那是相当卓越的一个业绩啊。
在这一个类别里边，在葡萄牙黄金签证就是翻新这一类别，应该我们算是
行业第一了。
行业第一
是，那我们就回到这个美康的这个产品上面啊，美康有28万这个认购酒店产权的项目和35万认购产权的这个项目，他们达到的目的都是一样的，都是可以拿到 Golden Visa。那我们想请 David 来给我们分析一下这2个项目它金额不同，除了金额不同，他们在其他方面有什么区别吗？
This is related with the minimum investment allowed to invest in real estate for rehabilitation to get the golden visa. It depends on how crowded are those places. For example, the main cities in Portugal, they are Porto and Lisbon. So for the cities with more people and they are more central, the minimum amount to invest is the 350,000 euros. That's why the projects in the main cities such as Funchal in Madeira, in Porto and in Lisbon, they are 350. On the other locations that are considered interior of the country with less people, the minimum is 280k. The purpose is to attract more investors because it's less money to rehabilitate those regions with less people there. So that's why the projects, for example, in Algarve, in Alentejo, Évora, they are all of 280k. That's why.
所以投资人实际上是可以2种选择的啊。如果现金流不是特别充裕，28万也是很安全的，同样可以拿到黄金签证。当然了，35万呢，它额外的由酒店开业以后每年有3%的收益啊，看大家投资人自己的个人的投资喜好。好，那我们的第5个问题呢是说，葡萄牙我们知道我们是拿到的黄金的这个 Golden Visa， 但是呢，希腊跟马耳他它拿到的是黄金永居卡。这个当中从名称上来讲，听上去还是有一些不同。那么听上去肯定是永居卡的级别要高于这个2年期的黄金居留卡。那么葡萄牙它跟他们希腊跟马耳他相比，它的优势在哪里呢？
So I believe that the biggest advantage of all is that in Portugal the residence requirement it's really little comparing with others. You just need to go to Portugal 7 days per year, which is a week. Very few go there for a small vacation, and it's considered a full year of residence. Also, in the end, this residence, it's like if you live there the whole time. This means that you can apply for citizenship, therefore, to get your passport. I believe that in other countries such as Greece, as long as you remove the investment, if you want to apply for passport or something, you need to go to live there. In Portugal, only your money need to live there, and you can get home and just go there for 7 days to apply for a passport.
是，所以如果是想拿这个欧盟护照的这些申请人，无疑是葡萄牙是一个非常优选的一个项目，就是拿护照的性价比最高的项目。对。好，那我们第6个问题呢，我们想问一下 David 哈，中国的内地的投资人想移民到葡萄牙，他非常关心葡萄牙，我拿了这个黄金居留卡，我在葡萄牙有哪些福利可以享受？比如说，通行生根啊，或者是能不能居住啊，能不能长期的在葡萄牙允不允许工作啊，类似这样的啊，想问一下 David。
Okay, so the first thing is that for you to enter Portugal, you don't need a visa because you will have a residence card that allow you to go in. having that free entrance in Europe space, you can go through all the countries of the Schengen space and stay in each country for 90 days. So no need for visa. You can go all around Europe. And also, of course, you can live in Portugal because you have the residence permit. You can't live in other countries just for 90 days because you can only have one residence authorization for each country of the European Union. You can't have both. So you have the Portuguese, you can enjoy and travel, but only authorization to live in Portugal. See, this is it.
OK，好，那葡萄牙呢，大家非常非常关心的另外一个问题就是语言的问题。葡萄牙非常好啊，环境优美，物价低啊，然后呢，政策拿护照的性价比最高。但是呢，有一个小小的拦路虎，就是要考 A2。那所以申请人说，哎，是不是每个家庭成员就是都需要考 A2的语言成绩才能拿到全家的护照？还是我只要有一个家庭成员拿到 A2了，我全家人都可以顺带的一起把护照拿了？这个想请戴维给我们法律上解读一下。
Yeah, everyone applying for citizenship, they need to speak the language. They need to present a certification of the language. They can have a degree language for some recognized school that issue a declaration. They can pass the test, but every and single one of them needs to know children, spouse, parents, everyone. Well, for the children, and also for like handicapped people with difficulties, more older people with also speaking difficulties, it can be an adapted test. It can be an adaptation of the test to the person-specific condition, but still need a certification.
那我们第8个问题啊是因为现在面临一个辩证嘛，那申请人我们有很多客户已经递交了这个黄金签证，他们也想委托我们来问一下 David 的法律意见，就是他们在进行当中，或者他们已经递交或者已经拿到了黄金居留卡之后，政策改变以后，对于续卡以及他们将来转永居或拿护照会有影响吗？
So this was also something that was going back and forward since February about the government intentions. Before they say that it will apply the end to all golden visa investors and applicants, future investors, past investors, everyone will finish for everyone. But fortunately, and it was very well decided, the last and final draft of the bill and the one that they will approve says that the end of the golden visa will only apply for future investors. This means that after the law takes into effect, new applicants will be no longer possible for them to apply. But all the applicants that make the submission of their application before the new law takes into effect, they are safe and guarded, and the law that applies is the one that is currently in effect, not the new law, the old one, until the end of their own golden visa.
对，所以已经递交的申请人就不用担心哈，他没有一个追溯的一个这个事件会发生哈。好，我们再来下面一个问题呢，是说葡萄牙的黄金签证啊，现在它有一个小的让大家觉得挺困扰的，在欧洲的产品当中。唯一葡萄牙的黄金签证，它的整个审理期是超过1年半的啊，甚至要2年。那它为什么这么慢呢？那它就是还有它会不会像以前我们做的1B5移民，那么长的一个排期会出现呢？
Yeah, this has been a complaint for all the applicants applying for the golden visa in Portugal. Well, before the pandemic, mainly the process was relatively fast. Well, in a matter of months, you could get your card. Everything worked fine. So a lot of things happen. Make a lot of people want to come to Portugal from all over the world, mostly Ukrainians. Adding to that, CEF, the immigration office, it's for the last 3 years or something under a process of restructuring. So they are finishing CEF as it is today, and they are creating a new entity, and some staff will go for that new entity, some other staff to other administration services, and they are rearranging everything. Also, Portugal made an agreement with Portuguese-speaking countries such as Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, and others, too easy for people of those countries to come and live in Portugal. This make a lot of people applying for residence in Portugal, as well as people from Ukraine, and after COVID, people from China, people from the United States, South Africa, India, a lot of countries. So a lot of demand for the services of the immigration office, and the same structure now under construction. So of course they were prepared to a certain amount of applications, but the demand was much higher, and this is what delay. We're expecting that after this program ends and the rehabilitation takes into effect, things will be better, but for now, we don't know.
那我们后面一个问题呢，也是我们经常在咨询当中会遇到的，就是有些家庭啊，他的子女呢已经超过18岁了啊，但是子女又不能带着父母，那这个时候呢，父母就带着子女一起申请，但是这些子女我将来会在续卡或者申请永居或者申请护照的时候，他们会碰到一些困难吗？
Okay, so after the children turn 18, the first thing is he must or she must stay single, so they can't get married. That's rule number one. Also, to prove dependency, they need to show the birth certificate, as they used to do, but also to show that they are still living under the dependence, economic dependence of the family. So they need to stay in school. They need to prove that they are enrolled in school, university, some kind of degree proof that they are studying by a recognized school or university or education entity, to prove dependency. Also, to prove that the main investor is the one paying for the kid education. So that's how you prove dependency.
OK。好，那我们后面一个问题啊，就是在葡萄牙 SCF 发布的这个报告当中，中国内地的申请人和美国公民申请人一直是排在第一、第二位。那大家就会很好奇，哎，这个美国人为什么那么喜欢移民葡萄牙呢？
Well, I can only speak from the experience I have with my own clients. The clients I have from the United States, what they tell me is that their first concern is about security. They came to Portugal because they want an entry in Europe and in Portugal because of safety, not just for them, but for their families, for their children. If you don't have an insurance. And in Portugal, it's a state system, a healthcare system that works and that is available in case you get sick. Yeah.
那还有就是有2个问题啊，关于在葡萄牙生活的问题。那很多新移民作为我们中国申请人呢，他们可能英语会有一些基础啊，但是对于其他的像葡萄牙语啊，他们还要从零学起啊，他们要有一段适应过程。那他们就很关心说，哎，葡萄牙的英语普及度怎么样？怎么比例的一个居民他们能用英语来交流？这个待会因为生活在葡萄牙啊，这个您是最有发言权。
Yes, of course. First, let me answer that question. All ES lawyers, all ES team, in fact, translators, people working on the services, we all speak and write fluent English, of course, because we are dealing with foreign documents and foreign people, so all of us need to speak fluent English. In Portugal, from decades ago, it's mandatory in the public school system to teach English since you are a little kid. I started to have English in school since I was 7 years old. Also, television, music, we consume a lot of American and English films and music and books and everything. So this and a lot of people come to visit Portugal. Most of the Portuguese population, one's better or the worst, but in general, you can speak English in Portugal, that someone will help you and someone will understand, and you can manage if you speak English. Yeah.
OK。那我们最后一个问题啊，我们替投资来问，就是葡萄牙有那么多美丽的城市啊，北面有波尔图，然后当中有里斯本，南面有很多美丽的这个海边城市。那如果你觉得最适合中国移民居住的城市，您认为是哪几个呢？
Well, this will depend on each person need and purpose. If you are going to Portugal to retire, maybe the countryside, in the mountains or near the beach, in Alentejo or Algarve, it could be a good place for you to rest, calmer and smaller cities and towns. it would be bad for that purpose. If you're going to Portugal to have a busy life, to work, maybe the cities will be more suitable for you. I personally, I live in Porto and I love it, but well, it's up to each person to decide. And also the islands, people can go to enjoy nature and the ocean in the islands. It's Azores or Madeiras also.
Yeah.
我们还有一个问题呢，大家也会比较关心啊，特别是说我们现在在辩证的一个转折点上，就是说葡萄牙啊，像你们律所已经是做到葡萄牙的申请量啊数一数二了，在你们接手的案子当中，有没有被拒签的案例？
Well, not until now, me personally, because I'm not handling this market, but I understand that Russian clients, not rejections, but they have experienced some difficulties and with their applications, and they have withdraw their investment and their applications. But other than that, well, only if you commit crimes, but usually we check the documents before, and if you have any crime on your criminal record, we say, well, this is not for you, my friend. Yeah, that's it.
所以葡萄牙总会给大家很多的惊喜啊，因为我们是访谈嘛，我们比较聚焦在申请人比较一些担忧的一些问题啊，比如说超龄的子女随行的申请的后续的问题啊，还有家庭这个 A2 语言的问题啊，还有辩证的问题啊。但是无论会产生多少问题，葡萄牙依然是在环境居留签证当中不可否认的，它是拿欧盟护照最高性价比的国家。同时呢，在我们做10几年葡萄牙的环境签证的这个项目上啊，我们也是看到很多申请人对葡萄牙的评价啊，第一，环境好；第二，安全；第三，物价低；第四，英语普及度高啊；第五，非常容易拿护照，并且呢，在中国越来越多的申请人通过这个项目拿到了欧盟护照，定居在欧盟的任何的国家，在那里啊非常安逸的生活、学习、工作，所以这个就是葡萄牙的一个最大的魅力。所以非常感谢两位今天的来访啊，我们有今天这样一个访谈，非常感谢 ，Thank you very much，谢谢
Thank you.